The Pet Shakucha is a special turbo talk. It is only 7 minutes long, and each slide is going to auto-advance, which means, one moment, sorry. I leave it like that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's already auto-advanced once.
No, the widescreen is...
But it auto-advanced. Okay, anyway, this is a challenge for both us as organizers and for you, the audience, but most of all, it's a challenging talk for our speaker, because all of the slides are going to auto-advance. That means he doesn't get, there you go. That means, thank you, Stefan. It doesn't means that our speaker, Ari Eitan, who is awesome, and we love our return speaker, so thank you, Ari, for returning to BSidesTLV. Yeah. Check out his shirt. It's the vintage 2016 original BSidesTLV edition. Now, nowhere to be found, even not on eBay. You cannot get one shirt like this. And now, Ari, I'm going to leave you to do this amazing thing, which is the Pet Shakucha challenge.
Wait before that.
Wait to have a whiskey? Okay.
We have a little tradition. I don't know how it's still on my legs.
Cheers.
Do you need a clicker? You don't need a clicker.
I'll just start, yeah.
Huh? Okay, white.
White, and here we go.
Here you go.
So hi, everyone. My name is Ari, and I'm the VP of Research at Intezer. It's great to be here once again, like Karen said. In this Pet Shakucha, I will talk about IsraBye, which is the first anti-Israeli wiper. Today, I would like to present the story and significance of this specific malware. So let's start. Last August, I got my hands on a very interesting malware sample. The malware itself wasn't very sophisticated, but since it involved Israel by the Hebrew encryption message, and as you can see and hear, I'm Israeli, it really attracted my attention. After a quick investigation, I quickly came to the conclusion that it's the first anti-Israel and pro-Palestinian data wiper, which called IsraBye. Besides causing damage to Israeli victims, IsraBye also tried to deliver some kind of political message. For those of you who are not that familiar with wipers, it's a type of malware with the intention of wiping the hard drive of the computer it infects. Unlike ransomware, where you can allegedly recover your files, if you pay, in this case, the files are gone forever. IsraBye was spotted shortly after a political incident between the Jewish and Arab people in Jerusalem, Magnometrim. Usually, after incidents like this, we see more activity in social media, such as Facebook and Twitter. But this time, they try to convey their message across the cyberspace landscape. The agenda of the author of IsraBye wasn't meant to be undetected at all. He hates Israel and the Israeli people. Based on the messages inside the wiper, he believes that the Palestinians should have full control over Jerusalem, and you'll see it soon. Now, back to cyber, no more politics. About the malware itself, as you can see, it's written all in C#. So for us, it's very easy to analyze and understand the code. The IsraBye wiper is modular, which means that instead of having all the malicious code in one executable, it spread its functionality between 5 different executables. So what does it do? First, it changes the background of your computer to this scary photo. Besides the burn Israeli flags, it has messages in Arabic with the translation of get out of the Palestinian land from the sea to the river, Palestine is not for sale, and so on. You can imagine the rest. After that, it changes the mouse cursor to this picture. The end of Israel photo, which follows any way you move it on the actual screen. And it also starts playing some Arabic music in the background, which I'm going to spare for you. Next, it opens a window with Hebrew and English messages about the files. This is it. The messages say, you will get them after Palestine will be free, and sure, you can recover your files. Well, the last sentence is a lie, because like I said, in this case, we're dealing with a wiper and not ransomware. And now for the best part, in my opinion, the wiping part. Rather than encrypting the files, IsraBye will change the content of the actual files to fuck Israel. The username, you will never recover your files until Israel disappear, and the disappear typo is original. remember that because we'll go back to it later on. Now, surprisingly, the malware has some evasion techniques. It looks for processes like Process Sucker, Task Manager, and Process Explorer, and just terminates them if they're being detected. But this doesn't mean that we're dealing with some kind of an advanced threat. So I tweeted about the malware. This is it, which became viral, got a lot of retweets. Bleeping Computer wrote a full article about it, actually, including my tweet. And they even created a demo video of an infected machine, where you can see the malware in action, wiping the files. And now for the bugs in the malware. It's important to say that the programming level of the malware was not high at all. Technically speaking, like I said, it was written in C#, and all the other executables were included in the resource section of the main PE. And by the name of each resource, you can understand what it does. Curve for changing the cursor, for example. Now, another thing, the malware doesn't even wipe the entire files like it should. The files that are stored in the desktop and downloads folders are being wiped, but files stored in other folders, such as program files, they just stay without any change at all. So, pretty fail. Okay, the name IsraBye is not our idea, actually, but the name the author gave it. We know it because we have detected a PDB path in the file, as you can see, and we can see the original name of the project. We can even see the username who created it. In this case, it's Ahmed. Yeah. And if that's not enough, then Idon Naor from Kaspersky Great, Ido, found a way to make it crash. The malware tries to copy itself to a specific folder. And it turns out that if a file is already exists in this exact path, the malware crashes and without conducting any damage at all. Yeah. Now, remember the typo? There are new samples of IsraBye. At first, I created the Yara signature based on the disappear typo, and I was able to find a new sample. The authors recompiled the source code, and now the PDB path has been removed. But besides that, all the major bugs that I just showed are still in there. So what do we learn from it? Mostly that it's probably easy to write a malware, as you can see, especially using C# or Java, and to use it to push and promote your agenda. But as you can see, it's probably not that easy to make it work perfectly and without any bugs at all. And this is it. Thank you very much. Right on time.